Macabre, everybody. It is time for a track-by-track album battle that's brought to you by Nicholas Patti. And Nicholas this time wants me to put Blue Öyster Cult's Fire of Unknown Origins versus the Geils band Freeze Frame. Now, yeah, I know the song Freeze Frame and Centerfold, but I know nothing else about this album. Where Fire of Unknown Origins, I worship. I think every song on this album is badass. Absolutely love it. So, we're going with an album that I know by heart versus an album I never heard before. And I took notes. So here we go, Nicholas. We start with Fire of Unknown Origins versus Freeze Frame. Freeze Frame, and I freeze. It's kind of a cool song nostalgic-wise. But no, Fire of Unknown Origins took my baby away. What a song. What a great opener. Wins. All right, next. Burning for You versus Rage in a Cage. I wasn't getting into Rage in a Cage. Burning for You, I don't care how many times I hear that song. I never get tired of it. And they play it a lot. Absolutely love that song. And a little side note. Burning for You was intended for a Buck Dharma solo album. But the band heard it and said, no. Bring it to Blue Öyster Cult. That's a hit. That's a little side note for you. All right, next. Veterans of a Psychic War versus My Love Runs Cold. My memory has just been sold. My baby is a centerfold. That takes me back to high school, that song. Yeah, that's how old I was. That song was new when I was in high school. But no, I mean, it's cool nostalgic-wise. I got a little, listening to it today, and I watched the video too with that Martha Quinn-looking girl, but that's not Martha Quinn. It's cute. It's all right. It's a good nostalgic tune, and I believe it was the #1 hit at the time. But I'm going with Veterans of the Psychic War. That song just rules. Rules hard. All right, next. Soul Survivor versus Do You Remember When? Do You Remember When? Which is a really cool tune. I think that's the best song on here. I really liked it. Soul Survivor I like more though, man. It's a killer deep track, dark horse on this album. Well, that and the last track. They're both dark horses. But I'm giving it to Soul Survivor. And by the way, did you know, you probably don't know this, but I saw this tour twice. Once at the Miami Baseball Stadium with Hart and Motorhead opened. It was the very first Motorhead show in America. And I saw the very last Motorhead show in America, which was in Pompano Beach, Florida, which, you know, they went to Europe and did European. It wasn't the last show, but it was the last U.S. show. So how crazy is that? I'll book it. I saw the first show and the last show and a bunch in between. Where when they played the second stage at Ozfest, they completely owned every single band there. What a day. Anyway, so the second time I saw this tour was at the Hollywood Sportatorium where MTV was there and they filmed it. And I have it on DVD thanks to Tony Dio, the guy that's on Almost Human Live with me. He got me a copy of that, and Foghat opened the show. Got me a pro shot of both those shows, and the opening act was Whitford St. Holmes. But I don't know if that was filmed or not. I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been over 40 years that I can't recall. I do remember the filming of Blue Öyster Cult. Not so much Foghat. But anyway. And you can see some of it here on YouTube. Or maybe the whole show. I don't know. I know some of it's definitely on here. Hollywood Sportatorium. I was there. All right. All right, next is Heavy Metal, The Black and Silver versus Insane Again, which is not bad. It's not a bad tune, but I'm giving it to Blue Öyster Cult again. All right, next, Vengeance the Pact versus Flamethrower. I did not like Flamethrower at all. I love Vengeance the Pact. Blue Öyster Cult. All right, next, After Dark, another great, that's another song that I would say is a deep track, dark horse, killer song, versus River Blindness, which I hated. I didn't like that song at all. So another one for Boys to Call. Will Geils get anything? Let's find out. Alright, next is Joan Crawford Has Risen from the Grave versus Angel in Blue, where Angel in Blue is a nice little ballad. Nothing against it, except Joan Crawford. That's against it, and it wins. Right on. Alright, now the last track, which again, the Dark Horse D track, Don't Turn Your Back. Awesome. So awesome. Versus Piss on the Wall, which is a goofy tune. Not bad, though, but it's a little goofy. I'm definitely giving that to Boys to Call. So, hey, Nicholas, this is the final score. And it was a slaughter, as you can see. Yes, Geils didn't get nothing because I love Boys to Call and I love this album, Fire of Unknown Origins. But Nicholas, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. You rock, and thank you everybody that's still watching me now. You all rock as well. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. And leave your comments below about Boys to Call versus Geils, your track by track of Fire of Unknown Origins versus Freeze Frame. I would appreciate that. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.